to hopefully be okay.
Here's his numbers from last week. And who was talking about eliminating penalties today? Was it you, Jason?
It was. It was.
All right, let's look at the starting offensive lineup brought to you by Gillette. Protection.
10 penalty, you're pulled back. Now you're second and long, and DeVito's late on this route right here to Kyle Williams. Ball should be out. Ball beat his face mask up and everything.
You can see the ball left his hand, got a little nervous. Back again, little screen to the right side. Preseason, some guy always pops.
He did, and then getting a start tonight different than last week when Jan Miller was in there.
Bottle up at the line of scrimmage.
Off the run as we're looking at A.J. Brown. When you're talking Eagles, that was his former team, and he got a chance to go up against them. There was an embrace from those two guys. Yes, they hugged it out. They're Super Bowl winners together.
A nice play backside.
We have another injured player down here on the ground. Before I get to that, looks like a New England Patriot, I think an offensive lineman.
On the offensive line, especially interior. You know, I think they're pretty good at tackle. We know what Vera Tucker can do. There's been questions about him.
Holding. Offense number 51. That penalty's declined. Fourth down.
The 2 penalties first
last week, over 100 yards of offense taken away by penalties. You can't play that way. I don't care who's on the field.
This one's shorter. Ball's out. Patriots got it, I think. Right there, I thought he had a shot at it. Then he got it back. It's Muma, I thought. Again, our guy Muma.
The same thing, but I think the linebacker position, you look at KJ Britt, Chad Muma, who's going to be the guy that steps up and is the guy that can back up?
Busts his tail to get back towards the sideline and force him to throw the ball away. This is a good pressure play here by Akis off the left side.
Dalton rolls out. He wants to be able to hit Stowers out there on the outside, but because Akis slams down on him, there's nowhere to throw this football. And Zoe, you said this as Philadelphia was coming on. You said these offensive linemen are huge. You can see right here, the right tower guy to move you that way. But they also need movement from that inside to come and get over. He's setting the edge. Somebody else has to win on the inside. Barkley being a tough back. But obviously you can see the mentality of the Philadelphia Eagles. And I think that's what you see from the preseason games.
6'8", 6'6", 6'5" across the front. High ball.
We got Andy Dalton out here throwing the ball around.
Red rifle.
Good job in his pedal. We're looking for one of these young corners to step up. Christian Gonzalez not practicing right now, dealing with an
3rd and 5. High throw by Dalton again.
Right here, I won't give a ton of credit to the Patriots defense for causing any disruption. That's a play in the NFL. That's what you want to see as a quarterback. And a lot of these guys is your first or second opportunity. You're so excited, you just run straight into them.
Paul Perillo from the Bob's Discount Furniture Studio. What's up, Paulie?
Hi, boys. How are you? It's an interesting start to the game. A little choppy.
Age and it was veteran, his veteran stance. But now puts a little more pressure on Lomu to step up and learn both.
Yeah, absolutely. To Bryant, but if you lose him for any significant amount of time, that really leaves Jess Lomu. James Hudson's a veteran guy who's got a lot of talent.
Chisholm resets again, right to left.
Plays, so it's all the same plays. So you can see the corners, the receivers, like they've seen this route in practice a bunch, so they're breaking off.
That jam
to run the football. They've had runs like that where they gain 3 or 4 yards, but a lot of times in the first 2 games.
DeGennaro.
So what are you thinking so far to start
a little bit and get the ball out quicker? I'd like to have the one to Kyle Williams to the left side back on that first drive. Good athleticism here by DeVito in the pocket. Good edge pressure. Now, they take him past him, but he vacates.
We always talk about on defense, you never want to run past the quarterback. And right there, the Eagles get past DeVito, and he does a really good job, things he did in the open field.
The Eagles are pretty stout in the middle.
Yes. And I think this, we said it before, 3 or 4 yards on their last run, and they run it again for a no gain. And that's what you don't want as an offense. You don't want to go from 1st and 10.
Somebody blew the call here in the middle. It's a missed line call, tag. Vacates over the right guard, just a run through.
Mike Blitz, there's no way for the running back to be able to get in there.
And hold a long one. Come on, Cal.
It's one of those things where you say, let the guy run into you and get a PI for sure. There's no doubt about that.
Hoyer, as a quarterback, how do you try to talk?
Look, I may not be able to get out there. If I can't slow down, let Kiwi Ringo run up your back and get an easy pass interference call for sure.
Nice little turn.
The linebacker position.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's one of those guys that's in a battle for one of those reserve linebacker spots. He's been banged up a little.
2nd and 5 here for the Eagles. Little give underneath. Good pressure. Good penalty. You know, good pressure inside. You're bringing secondary pressure. And
when they dial something up, Zach Core did this in the postseason last year. They only had 35 sacks in the regular season, but they really got after it in the if you're sending extra pressure. So they have to find a way to get it with the front 4.
Good tackle by Vildor, guys, right to stop it and get him to 4th down. They are going to.
What do they do when you're in these situations? Looks like they're going to play straight, no blitz. Start to show up. What does a team like to do on 4th and short? And if you do go zone, you're probably going to have more of a man match to be able to get home. And like you guys said, you need some guys on the outside that can cover.
Too much.
Is the Eagles staying on blocks? Yes, one guy gets off, but everybody else is getting pushed down. But you got to do a good job.
Looks like the Patriots are going to take a timeout here to sort of get on the same page with everybody.
See Vrabel 4 yards out. Not happy at all. Well, that's the mentality. And if you're the Philadelphia Eagles, this is a mentality this is a plan that these guys came in with.
That's like a basketball timeout right there. You hit them on a 4th and 2 for 13. Then you had 3 missed tackles on 1st down. Blitz. Oh, that's good job by the safety coming down. Zig's done that. 3rd and 1. Seems like 2 down territory possibly. Got it.
He played for the Eagles, moving the Patriots around.
Play number 10 of this drive. And he continues right up the middle.
She ran, and now we're going to fake the run and roll out. It feels like they probably ran maybe 3 different plays.
Another run. Still fall forward, 3 yards.
And there's guys that you say, you know what, we got to keep this guy because of the way he plays the run. They just haven't seen that so far. And I'm looking at the middle of his defense right now. Isaiah Aiton. Who else is out there? Joshua Farmer, Leonard Taylor III. Those. Wow. Way too easy. Right down the middle. 326 pounds. All of these 300-plus pounders just moving people. And they're based.
I mean, you got 7 guys lined up in tight. Then it's just man on man.
It's happening so far.
Kick is good, barely. America. And what would you like the Power to do? Which 3 Patriots scored touchdowns in their 20
Super Bowl versus the Eagles? Smart move.
I was going to say 39. Here is DeVito's probably going to play this whole game, and he might get taken out in the 4th, but I think he gets shut down next week, and then he gets
going to be out there first and play. You can do that. On special teams, on kickoff, he's going to run over the first guy trying to block him, sheds him, and then gets off and makes the tackle. This is a running back tonight.
Nice bounce, good legs. Good 2nd, 3rd effort by him. Got a little more spin, a little more jump step. And then he lowers the shoulder there.
And Hassan Haskins is a big guy tonight.
Nothing there.
Nothing right there. Oh, looks like they might have gotten the ball. We haven't seen that where the running backs are continually falling forward. So, yes, they got a yard there, but every time now you're seeing that.
It got to be what I thought it was going to be. When you thought this was it based off that Josh Allen sneak that was called short.
Yep. Like, you see a little angry face right there. When they're not using me anymore. I get it, my guy. I get it.
Trying to stay young. That little jog out to the hash. And
that you're trying to get guys rolling with going right now.
Go, Tommy. Yeah, I mean, look, this really gets it going right here. A big run. He gets going down the field.
Run that fast.
No, the longest one I had was 27 yards, Dev.
Takes off. Well, he's 36 here. That's 36 yards for DeVito. But he's
saying, you know what? I'm just going to take off and make the easy play.
Yeah, and here's just a little high. But you're right. Look, it's been a little down and maybe get a touchdown.
Yeah, DeVito's a good athlete, so that's a good run for a 36 yards pickup. But like, that's the difference between backup. Jump cut. There's a good point.
I remember sitting in those meetings and talking offense, and Coach Belichick would always say, it's not just the running back. You can see all these linemen put.
Michael Hasty, too, was the last one running that.
What did we used to call that? Throwing that ball into a team meeting.
It's like alligator arms there a little bit.
Yeah, he didn't want to go get that one. But
he got it. Good start for.
Well, when I say I'm talking about us three in the booth. Another flag down on the play. Picked Hoyer off too much.
The scout team, I was trying to pump you up.
That's a quick throw on a slant. How is this?
Defense number 50. That's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic.
Okay, there's the rook, Gabe Akis. Yeah. But hey, you got to play it out, though. He does a really good job playing out. 1 step, 2 steps. Yep. And then you almost.
What do you think? I mean, it was close. You got to get there. But when you're that second step, you can't do it.
So it's like the new rules, and you can't take. Almost got that one.
He's going to look back and say, man, I got to get some of these.
But I think to your point, like we mentioned, the backup cornerback.
Akis with the pressure.
So a nice player you were in college again. So I think that's good for him. Was coached by Joe Kim, who was a pass rush specialist here in New York.
2 quarterback, 11 sacks last year at Illinois.
Bill Dart again. And it's making me think back to last year. We're in Minnesota. A lot of talk about Efton Chisholm, and he goes and has a big. It's me.
Sure on those go balls, and Drake feels comfortable throwing them to him.
I think I love the part where you're talking about Drake taking command and changing the position, coming with pressure on third down.
Shot.
DeVito does a great job stepping up and hitting Efton Chisholm.
Drake now in his 3rd year, his 2nd year in this season, it's going to be all about taking command and being able to sit in the meeting room and say, hey, I know the paper.
Right up the middle gets stoned.
And that big pickup had a lot to do with Jermichael Hasty.
Take that one.
That's the NFL. It's an offensive lead.
That's a cheap call.
Long foul ball, and you get a first down off of it.
The receiver baits the guy to get contact.
Yep.
And he's trying for the ball, the defender. It was Marcus Jones last year here.
Ball start.
You see, this is what you can't have. You're getting a little bit of rhythm. You hit a big first down convert.
What do you say in the huddle? They've had plays called back last week.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked to see a quick pass, maybe a little screen. Just get some of it back. There it is. Used to call that get back on track. I know you guys knew it from the defensive perspective. Let me get a quick pass, get some of it back, make it second and manageable.
It reminds me of Amendola. Good job on local backside of the protection.
DeVito continued to move it up in the pocket. Right there, it felt like he took his eyes down and started looking at the rush. Maybe he could have picked
in the field on certain routes. He talked to that. Man, that's
ragdolled. This middle pressure.
Offensive line right there. See, as a young rookie gets coached up.
They got Morton as the punter.
He boomed that.
Backup quarterback, 3rd string quarterback. Hoyer, why didn't you do that when you were playing?
I played PP.
Timeless American style, exceptional quality since 1818. Thursday night, Patriots will be on the road. We'll hit the road. Take the.
All right, Kevin and Jason talking about Kindle Vildor a lot of aggressiveness. Looks like a guy that's very comfortable in that press man coverage.
Practices.
Yeah, I would say the first guy is a 5th-round pick out of Wake Forest, Teron Prunty. He's very competitive. He's got great size, great length.
Man-to-man, and is still learning and trying to master some of the other techniques. And he talked about Prunty. He had to play against Cobb and Vildor, the veteran. Now you're just learning a new system, and he's done this before. He's been on multiple teams, but he's really flashed in these preseason.
The inside track for that extra cornerback spot. He's been banged up a little bit throughout camp. He's not playing tonight. So again, a lot of us obviously speak more intelligently on this than I would, but I like the aggressive style and being trying to play that press coverage.
Help him out. So
see some corner like Ramsey was. Gonna happen. But have we ever seen one as impressive as Mike Vrabel throwing the challenge flag last week, guys? Classic.
Hey, come on, son.
He can only throw as many as you get out there, man.
You got to put those stats.
Bledsoe never got hurt. Tells him here's the odds to do it, throw it.
Hesitates, breaks back out, wants it to look like run, and then slips underneath. Those are the moves, and that's
5 extra yards.
Veteran different players over the years run that same route and make it his own.
Nice ball. What a throw and catch. Down that right sideline. 3rd-round pick from a year ago for wow. He came on last week. Starts making
throw it out there. He runs under it. Beautiful pitch and catch is what they call it.
For a second, I thought he was going to overthrow him, and then he saw Cal kick. You guys like this song? Okay, that's one of my playlists for pregame.
I can't say I know that crew. I said I've heard of the name.
Home Sweet Home? Kickstart My Heart?
I wonder what he says to him. Hoyer, find out what they're saying over there.
We have somebody down on the sideline, I think, over there.
In the first half. As a defense, you try to get on and get 3 and out. We got about 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. You want to try to get the ball back. Now we might have a chance to maybe get 3 points. And Philadelphia's sitting here saying we get 1 first down.
They're going to let it go to the 2-minute warning. 10-7 Patriots over the Eagles. Final 2 minutes of the first half. Quick throw outside. Nobody in the flat at home. Easy pickup there. Everybody thinks, okay, you got a pretty good roster. You build it. Your core
personal
set.
foul, unnecessary roughness on the defense, unnecessary use of the helmet.
Patriots have over 40. So there's some turnover there as they continue to build on what the vision's going to be to being a contender.
It's a bad call.
Thank you. Let's take football out of football, right? While the understudies are making a big plays, that's a 14-yard pickup after a 16-yard pickup with 15 yards tacked on. Dangerous throw.
Good coverage.
Good throw to the right. Little switch screen. He's in.
Open field tackle. I know we're talking all patch, but the Eagles have a new offensive coordinator, Sean Mann. You have to like some of the things and wrinkles that you've seen.
Thinking. Let's take one more look at this, guys.
He missed the tackle. You can't have that. When you're trying to be a good defense, how you tackle in the open field, Riley Wilson misses that tackle. As they picked up, it was all because no one covered the guy.
Vacated the full flat.
No one was there. Seconds left before the half. It's preseason, so I'm always saying, Josh, be aggressive. Well, yeah, because he wants these reps for himself. And the unique thing about the 2-minute drill is it's a lot of communication at the line. You're yelling routes out. You probably don't have... in the 2-minute offense.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, you're going to tell the situation to your offense. Always remind them, hey, look, we got 2 timeouts. All we got to go down is... Yep. Smart move. Throw it out of
Williams down the field. Looked like they were trying to get it all in one play right there.
Yeah, I mean, after you see the last one he got, I would do it too. But that was that basketball release. Oh, he can't have that.
Pressure right here. Defensive tackle. It's going to get some good push here on the right side.
That's now an expected run.
Yep.
Force Philly to use another timeout. They're going to come up.
Yeah,
so he's using his timeouts.
You want to see your team perform this out on the field in front of the fans against another team. You can try to recreate guys to see if they can put something together in the 2-minute. And Barrymore and back to punt again.
Hoyer injury. We are not sure.
There's a hit. Hey, they won't have an answer yet. Trying to find out why.
And now for this defense and for Zach Core, the coordinator, you get an opportunity. Low.
You see right there, that's where we would tell our quarterbacks in our meetings, like a short pass there really doesn't do any situations.
And for us on defense now, we're going to play with the thought process of playing with outside leverage. Let's try to keep the ball in.
2nd and 7.
There it is.
Outside, no one home. And look, you see it right here. A game up front. You don't have to win right away. They win late.
Don't have an answer yet. Trying to find out why.
And now for this defense and for Zach Core, the coordinator, you get an opportunity. Low.
You see right there, that's where we would tell our quarterbacks in our meetings, like a short pass there really doesn't do any situations.
And for us on defense now, we're going to play with the thought process of playing with outside leverage. Let's try to keep the ball in.
2nd and 7.
There it is.
Outside, no one home. And look, you see it right here. A game up front. You don't have to win right away. They win late. Do you do the grocery shopping at your house?
Of course I do. No, we all do. And you know, the delivery thing now, it's easy to do too.
Wow, you're
it's the sugar, and then you put them over the strawberry shortcake dessert with whipped cream.
Look at this.
Oh, that's a nice run stuff right there.
Zoe coming.
Oh, God. If there was anybody that would be eating anything in the stadium, I'd find it. It's Steve Burton. Like, why is he always eating? And I told you the time, Stacey James said you can't take 7 loss for that, Steve.
Here we go, 4th down.
I can hear you. I hear everything you're saying.
Trying to pick up the 1st down.
Nope. Oh,
Second effort.
That's a Larson with the take. He gets
really
stuck.
Good run by him.
But he keeps the shoulders down, legs moving. He actually hits his own guy. I think that's Chisholm in there.
Got a scrimmage tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. He better be ready to go.
Kevin's kids are dancing somewhere.
Run a bootleg, but the Philadelphia's defensive end, he stays home.
It's backside.
He's all over more, so he doesn't have a...
It's a good throw under pressure. Ooh, he took a shot out of
football just in time to pick up some yards by Larson.
Are we going to do the wave when it comes around?
We're tracking it.
3rd down. Good. That's a good authoritative throw right there. Sticks it right between the numbers.
And Tajon Palmer going across the middle, knowing you're going to get hit.
Oh, nice cut.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And I tell you,
like having legal here.
I tell you one thing, you can go a lot of different places. Good run. That's how you finish. Right back on the ball, and let's go run it in.
There you go.
Look at the effort, Larson.
Well, his effort early in the game to be getting pushed around. Now all of a sudden, sort of a little bit of stalemate. Now you're pushing to the defensive line.
And I like what Josh did there. You want to pick up that tough with the 2 interior linemen working the double team up to the linebacker to clear it away.
Patriots take the
biscuit, and personally, I think we risked it and got the biscuit. There you go. And now you're promoting women's flag football. In college, I would tell you back in D.C. that how fast this sport would grow. What would you think?
Oh, man. Play women's tackle football for about 15 years. And then getting to coach for the Cardinals, and to see finally here.
And we are finally done. How's that?
We're finally here.
Zoe?
Oh, let's throw it back out.
Zoe, take it away.
Got it. Thanks, Steve. Good.
Good.
All right, go bounce play to left.
What are we doing?
We're bringing the alligator back.
What are we doing?
They love you, Steve. That's what that means.
I appreciate that.
On the team in scoring, as they have the 2nd best record so far this season. Trained well by the Burton family.
I appreciate that.
You know what?
Hey, Steve, you got to tell Veronica, I already beat Kayla and Horse. I'm looking to beat her next, all right? Take the whole Martin family down. Third and long situation. Let's see if somebody can get pressure coming off the edge. There you go.
Of Farms, Ponder. Depending on what that rotation is going to be, Akis probably be like first.
I was here. He played defensive line. Then they asked him to move to offensive line. He played some guard. He's played all over the place. Practice squad, been on the
That's a nice couple series right there by your defense. Last three drives.
33. He said, build a routine. I said, well, what do I do? He said, just come with me. I got in the hot tub, the sauna, and the cold tub every day. Many different lessons that you learn from your veterans, and I benefited from the same thing.
That's one thing with Lomo. It's really about pacing yourself. Not that you play at 80%, but you got to learn what it's going to take out of your body, what the recovery is going to be.
Last year, no one mentioned his name because he was doing his job. He goes down with an injury, comes back. Good job by Michael Hastings getting to the sideline, but the ball just stopped and sat there on the turf as he was going out. Let's see the replay on that.
Another good pressure.
From him on the run fake, but he's right up to the quarterback and almost affects that throw enough that it doesn't make. Wow. They've done such a good job in this ball, and in this second half, we've seen this defensive front step up. They've closed the gaps. There hasn't been much room for the Eagles. Yeah, Tanner McKee's a guy that's been there for a few years.
He threw well last year.
Yes, he threw really well last year. He's a young player, but NFL quarterback. This is not just a guy here for training camp.
Flag two, right? All over him.
Easily cover there. Coming from the other side of the field, he's there.
I mean, he's all over. That's a grab. Gotta give the quarterback some credit here, guys.
You can tell who plays DB in the booth.
And the defense. So you can't take an outside guy, motion him down, and crack him where you can't see him.
And Torrey, we were talking to Ross Tucker, who's doing the broadcast for the
rest of those jobs beyond David Akis, the left for grabs.
Paul, we appreciate it, buddy. We'll see you around the block, man. Saturday night preseason crowd. It's pretty packed.
It is. Some pressure coming.
Oh, that's a good throw.
Good throw. And again, we said it. The Patriots being aggressive. They're sending the blitz. And good job. And again, pressure again by the Patriots.
Wow. All the Philly quarterbacks read it perfectly tonight. They distributed the ball on space where it's just such a mismatch. You get a 20-yard touchdown for the running back on the reception.
Old school movie, White Man Can't Jump, Carson Steele said they wasn't talking about me.
Oh, man, that's the fourth big hit we've had on kickoff. All right, folks.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Thank you so much, man. Meet y'all. Thank y'all so much.
He's that kind of guy, connecting with other people's journeys and their stories. Guys don't just do that for fun. There's a connection that guys have their own stories that they went through.
Every time a ball's thrown his way, the crowd roars, whether it's an incomplete or completed.
I saw just clips of them. A season ago, we talked about the lack of wide receiver depth they've had, and now all we're talking about is, are they going to get rid of one of the sevens that they have? People know he is a really good route runner. I think he will find a way to take advantage of that. Look at Larson fighting for now as we get weeks into this training camp. Now understanding where he's best suited. I think that's going to be the key as that ball was tipped up in the air. It's only one football. Well, we're looking at all of them. Mac Hollins, A.J. Brown.
Mac Hollins is a Swiss Army knife.
Douglas.
A plethora of guys. And as you mentioned before, what a move right there by
Lose the sticks. First down.
But what you, and we saw it a little bit at practice this week, is moving A.J. Brown around so people can't just roll the coverage to him, right? That was what...
2-minute warning, folks.